so in this video we're going to look at the fingerstyle arrangement for OKeefes Slide, an traditional Irish tune. It's in A minor, and it only uses two chords. It's A minor and G. But what we're going to make sure that we're doing, there's two G shapes we're going to use, or two different fingerings for the G. The standard A minor shape, but then the G we're going to use our little finger. Is going to sit on 3rd fret on the 2nd string. Your 3rd finger is going to do the 3rd fret on the bottom G. And your 2nd finger is going to play 2nd fret on the A string. So that's your first shape of G chord that we're going to need to use. And then the second one we'll use later on in the piece will look what is more like a normal G. So your 1st finger on 2nd fret on the A string, 2nd finger on 3rd fret on the 6th string on the E string, and then your 3rd finger is going to play 3rd fret on the top E string. Now the reason why I mentioned these right at the beginning of the video is because one of the parts that's going to come into this is also being able to stretch your little finger from that position, that G shape, up to 5th fret. Now you don't worry if you're not actually quite able to do that relaxed, but it's worth trying it out and just seeing that you can get somewhere close to that, because you're going to need that in the B section of this tune. So starting off with, then I shall play the tune all the way through. It'll be A twice and then B twice, so the A section twice and then the B section twice, and then I'll take you through a brief discussion on the chord shapes throughout. So here we go. That's the tune in full. So we start off with our A minor shape. Now, although we're not actually playing necessarily all the time all of the notes that are in that A minor chord, I tend to find it's nice to keep that down, because A, if you hit a wrong string during it, it doesn't matter, you're still playing in key and nobody's likely to notice. Secondly, the resonance of the other strings that are going on just helps really with the whole sort of tone of the guitar. And thirdly, it just gives you something solid to start with. So I start with it, and even though we're not actually going to play it, we're going to play the 5th string open on your first bass note, and that's going to be quite an important part, which I'll talk about in a minute. And then you're going to pick your top E string, and then you're going to pick both of them together, and then you're going to go to your G shape that we talked about earlier. So your little finger goes down to that 3rd fret on the 2nd string, and your 3rd finger comes across to 3rd fret on the bottom string. And you just play that 2nd string. You then take your little finger off, play the 2nd string open and that 6th string. Then your 2nd finger will come to 2nd fret on the 3rd string, and the 2nd string open. Little finger goes back to the 3 and play both those together, so the 3rd on the 2nd string and the 3rd on the 6th string, and then the 2nd string open, and then you're back in to your A minor chord and you play the 5th string open, and then again top string open, top string, 5th string together, back to the G chord, so the little finger goes down on 3rd fret 2nd string, take it off, and 2nd string open with the 3rd fret on the bottom string, 3rd string open, bass note, so 3rd fret on the bottom string there, little finger goes to 4th fret, so that's a little bit of a stretch there, plays that 4th string, and then 3rd string open, and here's where the A minor really comes into, because now you hit that 3rd string, you really let it ring. You're now going to hammer the whole A minor shape on, like that. So you go, the same time you do that, you play the 5th string bass note. So. And then you play the top E string. And again with the bass note. Back to the other G shape, so the little finger on the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. 3rd finger comes to 3rd fret on the 6th string. 2nd string open. 2nd finger to 2nd fret. 3rd string, 2nd string open. Little finger back onto that 3 together. Top string open. Now this time we stay on this G shape. So far we've gone A minor G, A minor G, A minor G. This time we're going staying on the G's for another G. So you play that bass note and the 6th string open again. 2nd fret on the 3rd string, 2nd finger. That's it, and then your little finger, and then top string open. Then 2nd string open, 5th string open. And now hammer your whole A minor shape down, I tend to. Play that 3rd string. Then play the 5th string open, and then play the 3rd string open, ready for that A minor to hammer on either into the beginning of the A section again, or into the B section. The B section is slightly different. If you're going back to the A section, you hammer the whole A minor shape down. So I'll just go through that A section nice and slowly then. So. B section. Now I tend to hammer on that 1st finger, I think. Play that bass note. Take your 2nd finger up, or your 3rd finger, but generally your 2nd finger, up to 5th fret on that top E string. And your little finger stretches out to the 7th fret. 2nd finger, 1st finger back to the 3. Then the top string and 5th string open. 1st finger to the 3 on the 2nd string. Add 2 together, then 2nd finger up to 5th fret again. Little finger to the 7th. 3rd fret together. This is where we change into the other shape. So this time you're going to bring your 3rd finger down to 2nd fret on the top E string for the end of that line. So that's bar 6, the end of bar 6. Because then you're going to move it up into 3rd fret and bring your 2nd finger across to 3rd fret on the bottom E string there, for the beginning of bar 7, and this is where your little finger comes in useful to stretch to that 5th fret, because it only does it once and then goes back to playing those 2 together again. Then top string open. Then you've got your 3rd finger goes to 3rd fret on the 2nd string. 2nd finger stays down on that bass note on the 3rd fret, and you play those 2 together and then pull that 3rd finger off. 1st finger goes to the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, and then you've got 3rd string and the bottom string together. And then you've got the last bar, so 2nd string open, bass note, 2nd fret on the 3rd string, 2nd string open, the 2 3s, top string open. 2nd and 5th together, get that A minor chord on, 3rd string, bass note, which would be the ending if you're going round again into the B section again or back into the A section again. You get another open 3rd string, ready for that hammer on onto the A minor or the beginning of the B section, depending on where you're going. So B section, nice and slowly. the whole tune for O'Keefe's Slide. So let me just play that around one more time. You will find a link to a place where you can download or buy the tab for this, but other than that, I hope you enjoyed the video. So here we go.